Hey guys, Mike here at Royal Eclipse Productions. Today is the 17th of May. I thought I'd just do a quick video basically rounding up the kind of 3 projects that I just finished and give you an insight into what's kind of going to be happening now, kind of moving forward for the rest of this year really. Apologies for the kind of the delay in the videos. The last kind of one I put up was a couple of months back when we were talking about the Korg Nano Control 2. If you didn't see that vid, do go back and watch it. It's a really awesome piece of hardware. I've been using it kind of throughout all the projects I've just been working on. And it's definitely kind of helped my workflow without a doubt. So give that a check. 3 kind of things happened, and I didn't see the point in sort of putting out sort of 3 individual videos. So I thought I'd wait until they're all completed, all released, and then we'll do one kind of roundup, and I'll point you guys in the right direction if you're interested, which I hope you are. You're here. So I'll do my normal. It'll be there, putting them in the top corner. Please do follow me on Twitter, which is at MWBellMusic. So you can kind of follow what's going on and, you know, get new releases, follow bits of work, all that good stuff. So the first thing I released, which is kind of my 5th kind of discography piece, if you like, was a single track called The Raging of the Falcons, which is basically the track that I wrote for you guys when I showed you kind of writing action music, using those libraries and combining them a couple of months back. So my mate Stuart Bland, thank you very much, mate, for the help with the artwork there. Stuart did all the photography and the typography for the release, and kind of was instrumental in a way to help me release that track, because I was going to save it, but I thought, you know, he said, no, put it as a single, and I did. So for you guys have asked for it, and for anyone who's kind of interested in hearing it as a kind of standalone track, that's on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, all those kind of digital services, and all that good stuff, so please do check it out. So that's released. Secondly, I finished a kind of teaser trailer for Clouded Sight Pictures and DeLuca Films. Director David Christopher Turner is working on a kind of a feature film called Dreamfinder, which is based on a best-selling novel by Roger Taylor. That should be coming out kind of next year, I believe. I don't want to say too much about it in terms of solid dates because it's still very much in production. But that's an interesting kind of fantasy project that we're all kind of working quite hard on. So we wanted to get like a teaser out, you know, while a lot of the footage is still being created. The teaser trailer's out. It's called Corruption Begins, and there will be kind of a longer trailer to follow that. But at the moment, we just got the teaser for you guys. So please go to YouTube, check that out. Follow Clouded Sight Pictures and kind of all the stuff those guys are doing. The third and kind of, I suppose, most important thing for me this year and building up in my career to this point has been the release for the score for the Silver Lining Pictures produced short film Blanket, directed by my friend Louis W. Frost. I can't even say your name, mate. If you're watching, hello, and thank you to all the Silver Lining Pictures crew and team. You know, that was a great little project. I think it's gonna kind of have a big impact at the festivals. And the score for me, you know, having that kind of release on iTunes, you know, was a massive thing for me as a composer and as an artist as well. Obviously, I've released my kind of album Awakening, the early scores, which was sort of almost a compilation of all the work up to this point that I've done, but it's kind of, you know, jogger, survival, you know. Each individual short film was its own cue as part of the album, you know, where almost the whole film was one cue. So this is the first time I've actually managed to kind of like really tell a story within a film. I think the soundtrack's around 24 minutes long, split up into 13 cues, and I think there's really like a good narrative to the film. And hopefully when you guys see the film, I do hope you check it out when it's available. They make sense kind of more than you guys listening to it now just as a soundtrack, but I think it stands on its own as a piece of music as well. So please do listen to it, stream it, buy it. It will really help me out, and I'll be interested to see, you know, to hear the feedback from you guys. So those kind of 3 things happened relatively close together. You know, all the links are there. Please do go and check them out. But moving forward now, I kind of have just finished updating my website, so all the links and everything are on there as well as kind of releasing a few more blogs, finishing a biography, those sorts of things. So at the moment, I'm kind of working, obviously spotting Dreamfinder. I'm confirmed for another feature film, which Silver Lining Pictures are producing, called Dogging, which is very kind of, there's an IMDb page out for it, and that's it. So we're keeping it very much under our belts for the time being, but that's a very exciting project that I'm really, really pleased to be a part of. The team's great, lots of fun, and it's going to be, you know, it's a comedy, so it's going to be fun for me to kind of get away from these kind of, I suppose, deep subjects and big dramas and horrors. It's something that's a little more fun. Comedy horror, you know, is going to be fun. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm really excited for those things. Other than that, I'm kind of working on some sort of library tracks. Really, I want to produce like a kind of hard-hitting, action-packed library album to kind of license out for trailers, you know, idents, internet videos, those sorts of things. But I'm kind of interested in, the moment I'm getting into my percussion a lot more. I'm trying to kind of build templates using percussion from all over the world. Obviously, we've got our taikos from Japan, which are featured heavily in film scores now, but I want to get kind of a lot more, you know, tablas involved from India, get sort of a lot of West African instruments as well, and kind of bring them in to the scores in my own way. So that's what I'm kind of going for, is like a mixture of epic music, if you like, that can be applied in lots of different situations. So, you know, for those kind of tracks, I want to do kind of run through videos with you guys, like I was doing. So that will be an interesting thing, hopefully for you and myself. And I probably will go back and just do like a little kind of overview of Blanket. Some people have asked me about the dub process, how I got the cues from, you know, the master session and then mix them into the film. So that's something we can look at. And I know there's sorry guys, I'm not getting back to you on the messages there. I know there's a couple of messages for me with regards to Video Slave 2, running the video on another machine, which is something I don't do. So bear with me, I'm going to look into how we get it set up, and I'll do a video for you on that. And there's a kind of a little follow-up video I want to do on Vienna Ensemble. One thing I didn't really cover was, you know, we're sending our audio or our MIDI to the other computer to then process in the sampler and send the audio back. But some people don't want the audio to come back into the same instrument track, especially if you've got 8 or 9 MIDI tracks all feeding in to the same track and coming back to the same track. You know, if you want to apply an EQ, you're EQing all those MIDI tracks as well. So I'm going to show you how to basically bus the audio in sections back to either aux tracks or audio tracks, so you can mix them independently. So those are kind of, there's 3 videos that I'm planning to do in the next coming weeks. Yeah, again, really sorry for being sort of delayed. Thank you for all the continued followers, all the supports that I'm getting from you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you again, Stuart. Thank you, David. Thank you, Louis. Thank you guys for all the kind of support. Everyone who's commented on Blanket so far in terms of the score, really, really appreciate it. Seriously, thank you guys. Yeah, let's do this. So again, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.